I am Seraph. I can take you to her. But first, I must apologize.
Apologize for what?
For this.
All right. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Brother good dog, good boy, Yahweh. First, I'm going to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory is due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakah Kodash. All praises to the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. His one and true name is Yahweh. In the name of his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. His one and true name is Yahweh Shai. In the name of Holy Spirit. Double honors to the elder apostle, elder bishops of Great Millstone, still rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom, shalom. So, it's an early morning driving talk. Going into that we're coming into the time frames in the latter days, according to the book of 2 Peter, if I'm not mistaken. Perilous times shall come, and we got to start trying the spirits by the spirits, whether they be of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, whether they be of the truth. You know, you have Israelites in this thing for titles. You have Israelites in this thing for their own gain. You have Israelites in this thing who just want to do their own thing. You have Israelites in this thing who just don't want to follow Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, man. Right? So they make up excuses. They make up reasons to why they either can't do a lesson, to why they getting lineups, or to why, you know, they lining up the bird, you know, to why they eat shellfish, to why they eat swine, you know, because only the Lord can judge them, as they always say. But when you read the book of First John chapter 4, if I'm not mistaken, it says, try the spirits by the spirits, whether they be of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And you should know the spirits by the spirits. When you try something, you test it. So just like the Lord tests our armor, the Lord is testing us to see our resolve around those that are righteous, and to see our resolve around away from this realm. Right? You know, the scriptures always talk about endure hardness as a good servant of Mashiach Yahweh Shai, as a good soldier, right? Enduring hardness, basically bearing your cross. And you can read that in the book of 1st or 2nd Timothy, if I'm not mistaken. Enduring hardness, right? The Lord is telling us, hey, we coming into the time frame where these individuals who are just in it for these type of things, fashion trends, titles, to they don't want to be lonely. You know, anything that is not of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai gonna be sought out, right? Because the Lord put men in the situations that He put them, and the Lord will force you to bend that knee, man, right? Because, hey, the Lord got to test that armor, man. It ain't about men testing your armor. It's about the Lord testing your armor, right? It's about the Lord testing the hopeful elect, trying those that want salvation. Lord willing, we part of the hopeful elect number. But trying our resolve. Lord willing, we part of the hopeful elect number. Testing out our armor, us men especially, to make sure it's good enough for battle. Right? To make sure that we can go through that adversity and still come out shiny, refined, sharper than we was before, as a sword, or better upgraded armor. Right? Because if you read the book of Ephesians, it goes into put on the whole armor of the Lord. Right? And why do we got to put on the whole armor? Because put on that whole armor, be able to block the wiles of the devil and his minions. Right? And that's 2/3 of our people that I'm talking about as well. Be able to block the wiles of the devil and his minions, man. Right? His angels. Right? Because 2/3 of our people work as the angels of Shaitan. Right? But even when Paul was getting ready to come amongst the brothers, he had his own walk. Because the Lord was trying him in a different manner. And the Lord was going to use him for a different reason. Right? But it was all for the same goal. Had the same solution. The same ending problem. Same ending answer. Same ending answer. The Lord was going to test Paul. He blinded him. You know what I'm saying? That was his test. He blinded him on the road to Damascus. And then he lifted him up. Same with Peter and them. Peter and them went for fishers and stuff. The Lord broke them down, humbled them down, and lifted them up. Right? So these men became the Lord's disciple. Right? These men became, their armor was tried enough so that it could be on that battlefield and be able to withstand, for better word, be able to survive in the spirit, the battle. Right? Because we see how the battle is. If you watch movies, you know, for instance, you have movies like Game of Thrones. You know, you have movies like Troy, movies like 300. We see how the battle is. And if your armor isn't tried, for instance, in the movie 300, they was training them to be basically undefeatable on the battlefield and to never flee the battle. Because their life was to be about the battle, man. Right? And that's how we got to be. The Lord is trying our armor to see if our life is fully about this battle, man. Right? So we trying the spirits. Right? Our spirit is getting tried. Whether we be of Yahweh Shema Shah. Whether we be of whether we be on the right side of the battle. For better words. And not the loser side. Because we know the Ra'am, Yawamium days, right? Which is days, Yawamium. The days are coming and they're gonna be evil, man. And your armor can't have no kinks in it. Your armor can't have no it can't be dented, man. You gotta be for real upgraded. You gotta be definitely fit for battle. And when we sit back and ask ourselves what the battle is like, go and watch you some battle movies. Go and watch you some war movies to show you how the battle is. Right? And this battle is gonna be gruesome. Right? Which it is gruesome. But in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah, the hopeful elect will endure. Right? The battle ain't just for one day like how Christians think, and that's it. The battle is until you die. Right? And that's what I'm talking about in the physical, in the flesh, man. Right? This battle is until the Lord is take us from this place. Lord willing, probably elect number. Till we give up the ghost. Right? This whole place, we getting tried, man. This place is our test, man. Right? To see if we're worthy for salvation. See if we're worthy for the battle. To see if we're trained enough for the battle. And that's spiritually. Right? And that's why a lot of my videos I've been going back to the basics. Right? If you miss one thing, like Leonidas said in the movie 300 to Eteocles, who's basically a spawn of Sparta, meaning he was like had deformities, so they was trying to cast him. Well, they was supposed to cast him out and get rid of him, but his parents' love caused him to flee from the area, right? Basically being exiles, right? So he wanted to train and he wanted to be with the 300 Spartans and fight in the battle. All right, Salakia, shalom. The video had cut off on me, but again, as I was going into, according to 1 John 4:1, try the spirits by the spirits, whether they be of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, because in the last days perilous times should come, and people shall be lovers of themselves, according to the book of 2 Timothy. Right? People shall be lovers of themselves, right? Meaning that we gotta start trying these spirits and make sure that they're of the same spirit that yours is. Like, can two walk together, at least they be agreed. As in the book of Amos. Right? Can two walk together, at least they be agreed. Right? Right? Because you can't. Hey, what communion has light with darkness and darkness with light? Right? What communion has good with evil? Right? Two different things. Right? If you put blood in water, it separates itself, and you can tell the difference. Right? You can tell the difference when blood starts to when blood starts to enter in the water, it's separated, then it finally blends. Or if you're looking at sand in water, sand is it sinks to the bottom, and dirt goes to the bottom, and the water is left. Right? So it's certain aspects in its truth when we're trying the spirits, even when we're trying our own spirit, and make sure we're doing the things that accompany salvation. Right? We got to be meeting the standard, for better words. Because if you're not coming up on a level, then it's like everything you're doing. How can I say it? If you're not coming up on a level, everything you're doing is like a flat plane, right? And with this truth, you want to be climbing up like a mountain, right? And with the standard, it also comes with your trying your spirit. Whether your spirit and you got enough armor on to withstand the battle, right? And that's why we got to wear the whole armor of the Lord, right? According to the book of Ephesians, we got to wear the whole armor of the Lord so that we can withstand the wiles of the devil and 2/3 of our people, because we know 2/3 of our people are embedded with this devil, right? 2/3 of our people have the same spirit of Hashatan, right? You can read that in the book of John, chapter 8, when I was thinking in verse 44. For you are of your father the devil, right? Because he was it goes into he was being a murderer from the beginning, right? A sinner from the beginning, right? By now being in this truth, at least even with us being children in this truth, we should be able to have a understanding of how the Lord want us to conduct ourselves to a certain extent, right? There's no reason why no Israelite should not know on earth that they're not an Israelite, or that they are Israelite, right? They shouldn't have that mentality. They should be knowing, because the gospel has been pushed out. So that's another way you can try the spirits of our people, because when you try something, when you test something, you seeing its resolve, right? You seeing if it's got enough power to mitigate something, right? And when you mitigate, you basically absorb it, and you know what I'm saying, be able to withstand it, right? And a lot of our people don't have the mitigation to withstand the wiles of the devil or this realm, right? A lot of our people are off, right? Because this is not about titles. It's not about putting yourself up as somebody when we're nobody. It's all about being the most humble as you can be for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Alright, for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. And the hopeful elect can see you as an example with your spirit being tested by the Lord, and they can see that example that you're putting off, and it's like, okay, yeah, this is the way I gotta walk. This is the right way, right? Because we're just examples. Like Yahweh Shah was a big example for the whole nation of Israel. We're lesser examples, right? Coming up on the steadfast of Yahweh Shah, man, right? So in this truth, we always gotta be getting tried, man. That armor gotta be either getting upgraded, or it's gonna falter, man. Right? We gotta be making sure that we can withstand in the days to come, withstand these evil days coming, be able to withstand and stay in the spirit. Right? And that's why the brothers always say pray, fast, continually. This ain't no one day thing, man. This ain't no one day thing where you just, oh yeah, I repented, right? The Lord tested my spirit, He forgave me. No, the Lord gonna test your spirit every day, right? The truth will test your spirit every day, man. This is an everyday thing, man. This is an everyday walk. This is not just one day, right? We're not saved from the destruction to come, so we gotta be putting up the best of our ability, right? As I was saying in my previous earlier, making sure our armor is fit that we be able to withstand the battle. As I was saying before the video cut off earlier, make sure we're doing things that accompany salvation, man, right? Because the Lord ain't gonna be dealing with no Israelite that He done told to fix his armor up, and the Israelite ain't even put on his greaves yet. The Israelite ain't even upgraded his armor. He ain't sharpened his sword, right? He ain't brought a shield with him. He ain't got the helmet or nothing, man. No breastplate or anything. He just thinking this thing is about BS, right? Or he's thinking it's a fashion trend, or he's thinking it's that the Lord only chastised him just a little bit. Well, no, you're gonna get chastised hard, right? 144 call Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah, right? So the point of me making this little driving talk is because when you try the spirits by the spirits, you get to see those that want to do the will of the Lord and those that want to do their own will. You get to see those that be like, hey, you can break the law, statute, commandment for this reason, and those that be like, no, don't break the law, statute, commandments for no reason, but to the best of your ability, try to still do what the Lord will. It's a big difference, man. So, try the spirits by the spirits, whether they of the Lord. So with that, call Halayim La, Alahai Never, Yahweh Shemel Shah, Bashem Rakakwadash, the double honors to the elder apostle, elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. I'm your brother Gadal Gabor Yahweh. Shalom, 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 shalom. Wow, Baba Ball. Shalom, Israel.